What is going on, guys? One More's here, bringing us a brand new vlog. And now this is a special vlog because this is Busch Gardens' 50th anniversary. Today is the 50th birthday of the park, May 16th, and we are going into the park. We're going to be riding Big Bad Wolf, the Wolf's Revenge, for the first time later tonight. It's hyped for a great day. We're going to have some food and wine festival stuff going on too, and there's going to be a lot of stuff going on. Got a presentation at 6. So it's going to be a busy day, and I'm super hyped. I'm just hyped to be here. I've been making sure all year that I was going to be here for the 50th anniversary. So I took a day off of recording the album to be here for the 50th anniversary. Yeah, you know, it's also fun. I'm going to be walking around the park today with a sprained ankle. It already feels great getting out the truck, so I'm sure we're going to have a great day up ahead with the ankle. But let's get it. You guys saw the shot of the Fun Begins Here banner. You know where it doesn't begin? The kiosk. They're very convenient, they're very nice when they work. Emphasis on the when they work. So let's work on that, Busch Gardens. Let's work on it. It's like just yesterday we were doing the 40th anniversary with all the 40th anniversary DVDs, and now we're doing the 50th. Back then I was in middle school. Now I'm 2 years out of college. It's surreal. It's nice getting to experience nature, considering for the past couple months, every day I'm locked in a studio recording 30-some songs for the new album. It's cabin fever to an extent, but I make sure to get out every day. Having a dog helps with that. But definitely is weird being outside for an extended period of time, not going into the studio. Best way to start the 50th anniversary and a ride on the park's oldest roller coaster, Loch Ness Monster. Legend lives on. Let's get it. Great ride on Nessie. Great to start with that. And also the ops are working really good. The ride ops are working really good. Said 45-minute wait. I'm sure I waited no more than maybe 20. But now we're heading to Germany to get the wristband for tonight's member exclusive event to ride the Big Bad Wolf. This guy rides. Have a little 50 on him. That's cool. Alright guys, got my wristband, so we're good for tonight. I'm hyped to ride it. Big Bad Wolf was my first, you know, like real coaster I ever rode. So it's exciting to be riding its successor. It's real. It actually exists. That's cool. One thing that's really cool for Busch Gardens, like I don't know if they're going to keep these set pieces up all year, but they really kind of have some really sick set pieces around the park for the 50th anniversary. So I hope they actually stay up all year, because it'd be really cool that they kind of celebrate it all year, which is what they did with the 40th. So I'm assuming that's what they're going to do for the 50th. But if it is just for today, that's also really sick. It makes today even more special. Time to hop a ride on what is still my favorite ride here in the park, Alpengeist. Another fantastic ride on Alpengeist. There's one thing I'm having to remind myself. I like to yell on rides. I like to define my enthusiasm when on the roller coasters. But because I'm recording the album, I cannot yell. It sucks. A few more weeks of recording the album, then after that I can yell as much as I want on these roller coasters. But, you know, you gotta make some sacrifices for the greater good this time. But now I think we're gonna head to Ireland, to the Hawaii food and wine booth, because that Hawaiian cocktail, I can't remember the name of it, it was my favorite cocktail of last year's food and wine. So definitely going to go back. You know, I didn't see my name on the concert lineup for the summer concert series. They must have kept our data secret, I guess, you know. They keep it so secret, I don't even know when it is. But anytime, Busch Gardens, if you want me to fill in a spot in the summer concert series, I got you. I got a whole show ready to go, got a whole new album, new music that I'll be ready to perform. I already have enough music to perform already. So anytime, just let me know. We can work something out. All right, guys, got the Blue Hawaiian. Oh my gosh. You can't beat the Blue Hawaiian. I mean, there's a lot of great mixed drinks that you can get at these food and wine booths around the park, but nothing, and I mean nothing, it's like the Blue Hawaiian. It is so good. The greenery in full bloom here at the park, absolutely beautiful. You know, I think it would be cool. I think it'd be cool if they still had the monorail. If they still had that, but it just went to that parking lot like it's across the road. I think that'd be so cool. Also, guys, you know, it was supposed to rain today, but it's not going to rain. So for that, we are grateful. However, in return, it is about 90 degrees. So I guess God was like, you either get rain or you're going to get a lot of heat. You have either one. I guess I'll take the heat because little Hawaiian breeze, cool right on down. Let's go. You know we gotta get a ride on Pantheon. Come on now, let's go. Good ride, as always, on Pantheon. Sucker just goes. It never gets tiring. It never gets tiring. It's so ultra smooth. It feels so good. But now we gotta make our way back to England so we can get in line and make sure we get a seat for the 6 o'clock presentation. I'm super excited for that, and we are not missing it. So let's go to England. You know, as I'm traversing the park, I'm remiss that I missed the Food and Wine 5K a few weeks ago. I was excited to do it, but a couple of factors prevented me from doing it. One factor was recording the album, so that would have been a night I would have missed. I would have been in the hotel that Saturday night beforehand, because you know, it would pack and pick up and all that. So I would have had to stay up here, and I would have lost the whole evening of recording. So I didn't want to risk and lose that. And then two, the weather conditions, I wasn't sure if it was going to rain or shine, and I knew they were going to have it either way, but I have sprained my ankle and I didn't want to risk, you know, slipping in some area and really hurting my ankle worse than it was. So there was a couple things as to why I wasn't able to do the Food and Wine 5K. Definitely will be back for the Fiends 5K in September, and I had to sacrifice this 5K just for my album and my health. We're going to make it in, and I was not sure if we were going to make it because of how long the line was, but we're here. We're going in. We got it.
Blue skies, do I occasion for the park, kind of surreal, talking 50 years. I remember being here for the 40th in a different role, but hard to believe that a decade flies by. But just thank you for coming and celebrating with us.
Everybody at one time or another dreams of a trip to Europe, but just how many of us can afford it? I'd like to show you what you can do on this side of the Atlantic for less than $7. This is the old country, now being built by Busch Gardens at Williamsburg, Virginia, near Washington, D.C. And this book will help you plan a visit this spring when the old country opens. For your free copy, write Busch Gardens, Williamsburg, Virginia, and start planning to join us in the old country on this side of the Atlantic.
And $7. Send that request in. But wanted to dive into the park's opening. Wanted to share how the park, really came to be. Gussie Busch from the Anheuser-Busch family and Winthrop Rockefeller were the ones who originally met. And the reason for that is Winthrop Rockefeller was the chairman of the board at Colonial Williamsburg. So 3,000 acres of land was purchased from Colonial Williamsburg Foundation in 1969 to develop a brewery, Kings Mill, and Busch Gardens. And interestingly enough, as a condition of the sale, Busch Gardens could not use any early American theme, which is how the European theming came to be. The park was officially announced in June of 1973 and construction began. It opened, as the gentleman said there, as the Old Country. So this is Alpengeist, just as it was going in. Hard to picture that before Alpengeist was there, but just obviously a major expansion for the park. Griffin, 2007. Mock Tower in 2011. Nothing? Okay. And then Verbolten in 2012. And I don't have any, I do know what's going on with it, obviously, but I don't have a definitive date, but don't hold me to this. Hopefully in the next, we'll say 30 days, we're back with Verbolten. Last decade, we have added Tempesto, Invader, Finnegan's Flyer, Pantheon, Dark Coaster, relaunched Loch Ness, and now, of course, Big Bad Wolf's The Wolf's Revenge. And now I want to take a quick moment. We have special guests. You guys can start coming up. These are folks. Can't say enough about what a great team it is. Again, allows me and others to do what we do. And personally, he was a tremendous mentor to me and allowed me to continue to grow with the company, and I'm forever grateful for that. So honored to have him here, and I'd like for him to say a few words.
I was asked to make some remarks about my early experiences here in Williamsburg. So 25 years ago, I was working at SeaWorld's
World's most beautiful theme park. Just an amazing accomplishment. Again, thanks to the team. This show celebrates 50 golden years with a German twist. Enjoy live music, traditional dances, audience participation, all led by a Burgermeister MC. Requests, night rides, and which is definitely a special time. So this date specifically, and we hope to do more, but this date specifically is on a full moon, and just a perfect backdrop for rides on the Big Bad Wolf. I screwed up the ending on that. That's my fault. But here we go. We're gonna do a great little photo op here, and the characters will be out here. Do some meet and greets. Say hello. Thank you.
Just getting out of the fantastic 50th presentation. It was really awesome to see the Williamsburg Swing Band, which had a lot of members of the original Starlight Orchestra, come back and do a tribute band, and that's the Starlight Orchestra tribute. And maybe they might come back. You know, President Kevin said was like, you know, he's convinced he would want to have them back. So that's really cool. And the whole presentation was great. They're looking at each decade, talking about a lot of the rides that came and went. It's funny, Mach Tower, everyone stayed silent when that was mentioned. And while there was a picture of Battle for Ire, it never got mentioned, just something that was just kind of grazed over, which was funny. And but one thing that was cool is they're doing a Rides After Dark night, so they're experimenting with like a after hours closing ride nights. That's gonna be really cool on June 13th. A really cool event, Aqua Glow coming to Water Country, where that's gonna be open at night for the first time. And Big Bad Wolf, you know, we got Remember Ride Night, and they're actually going to be opening it early. It wasn't supposed to start till 9:30. They're starting it at 7, which is in just a few minutes. So I'm actually making my way there now to ride it. Super hyped to ride a Big Bad Wolf, the Wolf's Revenge. And then the new Oktoberfest show looks really cool as a tribute to all the years of Oktoberfest in Busch Gardens. And we got to hear from former park president, got to see a lot of the OG Busch Gardens alumni, including the legendary Larry Giles himself. So that was awesome. And now and it was just a great time, a great just like hour of history and Busch Gardens tribute. So as a Busch Gardens lifelong fan and attendee, it was amazing. And yeah, now let's go to Big Bad Wolf. And regarding Verbolten, I kind of regret making my video a few weeks ago about Verbolten because, you know, it's just so many different pieces of information out there about Verbolten. That's why I stopped making these speculative videos, because you don't know what's real, what's not. And so I thought I had something that was really a really solid piece, but maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. We won't know until Verbolten reopens. They said in the presentation Verbolten is expected to reopen, fingers crossed, in the next 30 days. It's definitely going to open, but they're hoping that it's going to open in the next 30 days. So we'll see.
Here we go, to the right.
It was cool seeing them painting this a few months ago. The bell. Here we go. Let's get it. Let's go. I heard the best seat is in the back, which how it tends to be with some of these inverted coasters and newer coasters. The back seems to be where a lot of the action is. So we'll see if we can get a back seat row, but we'll be just happy to get on. plans, we are now committing to front row. This will be a much longer wait. But I want to see the ride the first time I ride it. I don't want to see the back of the car in front of me. I want to see the ride, the village and all that. So we're going front row. And then next week for opening ceremony, we'll ride back row. That's how we're going to play this. But yeah, we're going to sit here for a long time, a very long time, and wait for front row. But you know, we're committed to the grind. So fun fact, the bell I just showed you guys is a real bell that they ring throughout the day. It's loud, but it is a very cool theming effect. Let them know the wolf is around. I love that touch. It's an amazing touch. I'm shocked by that. That's really cool. A real freaking bell. They knocked it out the park with this theme. Should have gone back row. Ride broke down. And we wait. Alright, after about 30 minutes, not quite 30 minutes, maybe 15, 20. Felt like a long time because my back's hurting. And my ankle's hurting. But we back, baby. We back. So hopefully in the next 30 minutes we'll get on the ride. Let's go. Looks like we didn't make the fireworks show tonight.
Yeah, I'll just have to sell it. We'll have to sell it to each other. It's like a microwave.
That's why he's the goat. Just seeing Larry Giles, the GOAT designer and engineer here at the park, get on a ride with this Red Bad Wolf. It made the long way worth it. Alright guys, we just got off the Big Bad Wolf, the Wolf's Revenge, and I have to say it is a fantastic coaster. It is smooth, the audio is really good. I think this is better at night. I haven't ridden it during the day, but I'm gonna go ahead and go on a limb and say it's a better roller coaster at night, because it definitely just gave off those vibes. The scenery was awesome, the village looked really good. There were some cool spikes that, like, when you see them, but if you don't notice them, you don't notice them, and I think that's what makes it a really nice, cool night ride. A lot of close calls. It's not super intense, but they didn't advertise it as super intense. It's advertised as a family coaster, so that's what it is, a family coaster. The theming inside the ride station is great, with the barrels everywhere. They have a real, like I said, they have a real freaking bell. It's nice and secluded from everything else, and they have really outdone themselves with this one. Also guys, the line extends out here to the main Oktoberfest Plaza. Like all the way across Oktoberfest front is where the line goes, which is insane. So to the team members working the ride tonight, my heart goes out to you. You guys are the GOATs. You guys are what make riding these rides possible. So thank you for all the hard work you guys are putting in. But no, this ride was fantastic. Then I met right outside, right after I got off the ride, I walked past him. I didn't even realize until someone said something. But President Kevin was right there outside the ride. So I quickly turned around and went and spoke to him. It's not my first time meeting him, but I got to meet him a second time. Took a picture with him, just told him they did a great job with the ride. Heard some stuff that they're tweaking and stuff. I'm not going to get into that, but it's really good. It's just a fantastic ride. It broke down, which was a shame. That's what happens a week before opening. There's stuff, there's glitches you got to work out, and that's why we have member early rides to kind of get people's impressions of it and stuff. And I loved it. I loved it. Someone who rode the Big Bad Wolf when I was 6 or 7 years old for the first time. That's the only time I ever rode it. You know, I have a little memory about it, and it's very similar. It flies up the lift hills. It's not the same as the old one, but it's never meant to be the same as the original Big Bad Wolf. So it is a fantastic roller coaster, a great addition to the park, and make sure you guys come ride it next Friday. Our day here at the park has come to a close. We're leaving Oktoberfest and making the trek back home. And we had a great time here today at the presentation. Got to ride on Pantheon, ride on Lagnus, ride on Alpengeist, and of course to ride on the Big Bad Wolf, the Wolf's Revenge. It was absolutely fantastic, and I just can't wait to come back and ride it next week for opening ceremony. It's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna ride back row when I do that. I want to ride front row the first time because I want to see the ride before I ride back row, you know? But it was absolutely fantastic, and had a great day here today. Excited to get back home and get back to work tomorrow on the album. So make sure to go listen to my new single, Live Again, wherever you listen to music, and be ready for the album when it drops this summer. Also, side note, guys, on the upcoming album, there is a song I wrote about Busch Gardens. There is a song I wrote about Busch Gardens. Will it be on the album? I don't know. You know, there's like 35 songs that have been written, and only 13 are going to make it. So it's like a nice little chill acoustic song. So I don't know if it's going to make the album, but just know that in this album process, there is a song about Busch Gardens. It's called Serenity. And yeah, it's about how the park is kind of my place to find peace, and where I can kind of get away from life and its responsibilities, and why I can't come here all the time, because if I came here all the time, I couldn't get work done. But that's what the song is about. So you guys might hear it, you might not. Who knows? All right, this is what we're going to do in this vlog. This is what we're going to do. Now, I mentioned the song. Now that I've mentioned it, I'm going to give you guys a little snippet. I'm going to play some B-roll of the park real quick, and I'll give you guys a little snippet of the chorus of Serenity. But if you want to hear the full song, go check out the Patreon. I'll put the full demo in this extended version of the vlog.
Go where I feel at home. I need serenity. Place where it's just me and me. Give me space, I can be free to fool around and be lazy. I need serenity. Serenity. Serenity.
It is so much fun walking around the park when it's empty. It's just so chill. Like earlier, especially around the presentation, like this place was like lined up all the way over there, and like all the way over there. I said this in the last vlog, why can't it always be like this? But if it was always like this, we wouldn't have a park. So we gotta enjoy it, we gotta embrace it. What did it say? What was the Mike Vrabel, the head coach for the Titans, that said, embrace the suck. And that's true. You gotta just sometimes embrace the suck. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already down below. Make sure to like this video if you enjoyed. Make sure to hit that bell button down below, since I've every single time I've ran a video to the channel. If you have ridden the Big Bad Wolf, the Wolf's Revenge, what are your thoughts? I want to hear your thoughts down below. And like I said, go check out my new single, Live Again. Go check out the Patreon where you can support the channel. And there's extended versions of all these vlogs. I thank you all for watching this video and join the channel. My name is Morse. I'm out. Peace.
To find peace.